What's up everyone, it's Scotty with MoneyVest. So in today's video, we are going to be going over Wedbush analysis of 2024 and the 10 items on their wish list, which they are expecting in 2024 as well. As always, if you enjoyed this video, find it helpful, make sure that you drop a like and of course subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. And of course, links to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below if you're interested in joining. I am a little bit under the weather, so for that reason, I may not sound as normal as I used to. And of course, I do have a little bit of cough and cold, so I do apologize in advance. And definitely do check out the Patreon and the Discord link down below if you're interested in joining us. And of course, getting access to all the members only private videos, over 40 plus tutorials and lectures, and of course, full access to our spreadsheets, and unlock over 20 plus channels in our Discord, including buy and sell alerts, options alerts, trade ideas. And of course, we do have our Christmas sale right now. Coupon code is going to be Santa Rally. With the link down below, you get lifetime access to everything, and do connect with me on Instagram as well. And by the way, the courses are going to be 50 to 60% off. This is our biggest sale of the year. Link's going to be down below. Coupon code Santa Rally. So this right here is Wedbush top 10 Christmas wish list for disruptive tech sector in 2024. And there's a lot of expectations and predictions here that they've made that I wanted to go over. So number one is, of course, AI goes mainstream. And I'm kind of like surprised, like, was it not already mainstream in 2023? But of course, they're expecting AI is the biggest transformation in tech sector in the last 30 years and is a 1995 moment not seen since the start of the internet in 1995. And we believe AI will comprise 8 to 10% of IT budgets in 2024, up from less than 1% in 2023, representing a $1 trillion of spending over the next decade. And I have no doubt with this first point that artificial intelligence is indeed one of the biggest transformations that we've seen in technology. Of course, 2023, we've already seen a massive move in AI-related stocks, and I expect this to continue. I've got another video coming out later, which is going to be going over my top 10 artificial intelligence stocks for 2024, top 10 AI-related stocks in 2024, which is obviously going to go over some of my highest conviction picks for next year when it comes to artificial intelligence. That video may or may not be private for members only. I haven't decided yet, but it's going to go over in a lot more detail why and which companies I believe are going to be very, very disruptive in artificial intelligence. And some of them, of course, are going to be your mainstream NVIDIAs and AMDs and, of course, Apples and Googles. But there are going to be some hidden gems in that video, which I do believe a lot of people are not paying attention to right now. So again, link's going to be down below. That video may be private for members only. I still am yet to decide. But if you want to get access to all of that, link's going to be down below. Now, the second thing is Apple introduces the AI App Store, so artificial intelligence related App Store as well. So they believe that WWDC in 2024, Apple formally introduces the concept of a new AI App Store that we believe could increase services revenue by $5 billion annually by 2025 once implemented. Now, as we know that Apple has for the longest time banked on iPhone sales as the main driver for revenue, but as we also already know that margins are getting better and services contribution is getting better, and as a result, Apple can demand a higher multiple for its business even after some financial engineering, even though net income has not grown as fast as earnings per share because of the share buyback. But services is really where the key part of profitability lies. Like, services is really the profitability driver for Apple. And if there is going to be any element of artificial intelligence app store, then there's obviously going to be even more opportunity that Apple unlocks. And for that very reason, they're expecting both Apple and Microsoft, which is one of the last things they mentioned, Microsoft and Apple will be on the $4 trillion path by the end of 2024. So that is a 25% rally from the current level. So from $3 to $4 trillion, they're expecting for both of these companies to add another $1 trillion each, $1 trillion each by the end of 2024. So they're expecting, again, believe Apple will be the first $4 trillion company in 2024, followed by Microsoft, close behind in early 2025 as the AI revolution fully takes hold as well. Now, there's also expectations for huge amounts of mergers and acquisitions in big tech. We believe 2024 is set for a massive year in M&A. And the reason for that is because valuations continue to be suppressed for a lot of the smaller cap, mid cap companies. And there is a lot of dislocation, while at the same time, a lot of these big tech companies are very well capitalized and interest rates are coming down. So financing is going to be a lot more easier for big tech. So they are expecting Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, all aggressively going after public and or private companies to boost their product footprint. Software M&A could be historic in our opinion, according to Wedbush as well. They also mentioned that Tesla may introduce a sub $30,000 vehicle by the end of 2024. We believe Tesla will introduce a sub $30,000 vehicle produced out of Mexico that could drastically change the unit volume game for Musk and company looking ahead as well. And as we know that we've been waiting for this moment for quite some time, because that sub $30,000 price range is for a mass market, middle class market that is going to really drive volumes and deliveries for Tesla over the long term as well. So that is another huge catalyst for Tesla. And of course, tech stocks, they believe, are going to be up 25% in 2024. We believe tech stocks will be up 25% in 2024, led by a solid enterprise spending trajectory with AI as a major catalyst of a soft landing as well. There we go, folks. 25%, another big tech call coming in with another massive year in 2024 is what's expected. And Apple will most likely buy ESPN as well. So Wedbush says that we believe the answer and the shoe that fits for Apple is the golden ESPN assets, which potentially may be on the table in one form or another, as Iger and the board strategically and carefully look at Disney's core assets as well. And cybersecurity. Now, this is one part. Number 7, this is one area of the market where I have little to no exposure, unfortunately. And I'm actually planning on buying either a cybersecurity ETF as a whole or individual stocks, more specifically CrowdStrike, of course, Palo Alto, Zscaler. We've talked about these companies. I've done several analysis on the channel for these businesses. But cybersecurity is the best subsector of tech. While the past year we have seen some ebbs and flows around the deal flow and the transformational shift to cloud puts the cybersecurity sector in an enviable position over the coming year and could be the best subsector of tech in 2024. Couldn't agree more. But of course, Fortinet is not included in this top picks. They've got Zscaler, CrowdStrike, they've got Palo Alto Networks, and they've got a couple more stocks that I'm not fully aware of. But we have done analysis on these companies, of course, and I do believe there needs to be some exposure in cybersecurity, which is exactly why I will be buying very soon. Now, Magnificent 7 will lead tech higher. As we already know, Mag 7 has been the core of the market, and it's kind of like the bedrock. It's rallied, and as a result, the weighting of these companies has also gone up significantly. And they said that we believe the Magnificent 7 will have another robust year in 2024 and lead tech higher, with the core group of stocks set to be up 30% in 2024 with AI front and center. And finally, Musk raises additional capital for X and goes for super app concept. We believe over the coming years, Musk will double down on the concept of X becoming a super app and raising fresh outside capital in the billions to focus on this initiative, further to monetize the $44 billion spent on Twitter and X in 2022. Now, number 9, I'm not super confident with that. Yes, there may be some more additional funding, but it's going to be very difficult for Musk to continue in his efforts to monetize and grow X, which is formerly known as Twitter. As I've already mentioned, any type of text-based social media application is going to be incredibly difficult to monetize. Take a look at Reddit, take a look at WhatsApp, take a look at Discord, take a look at now Twitter. This is very, very difficult to monetize content. And as a result, it is possible that, even though Musk does raise capital, first of all, investors are going to be very skeptical with giving money to Elon Musk for Twitter. And of course, the monetization path and profitability path is somewhat uncertain. But even if they do, I think it's going to be a very, very challenging idea to convert Twitter into this profitable, monetizable social media application. But nonetheless, of course, these are some of the Christmas wish list items from Wedbush that I wanted to go over. But the bottom line is that there's a lot of expectations for tech to continue to charge higher, with Magnificent 7 kind of leading the way on the back of artificial intelligence, which I do agree with. However, I do believe that in the first couple months of 2024, there may be some profit taking. There may be some rotation out of the overcrowded tech trade over to some other parts of the market, especially we've got that potential recession kind of hanging on the top, considering that interest rates have been higher for such a long time. And of course, we will find out very soon what the Federal Reserve ends up doing with the interest rates. How fast are they going to cut? How much are they going to cut? Of course, the market's pricing in 6 to 7 rate cuts going into 2024 as well. So hope you all enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Make sure that you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Again, links to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below. We'd love to have you on board. And also, our Christmas sale is now live. Coupon code SantaRally for a lot of individual courses. All of them are going to be 50% off. And of course, the bundles are going to be 60 to 70% off if you want to take advantage of that. Link's going to be down below. As always, happy investing, and I'll see you all in the next video.